Sorry, a little internet connection there, bugging us. But what I was saying or Eric was saying is the Seahawks blew whatever lead, and you were saying that look at how many times NFL game has ended by one score.
Right.
So,
I mean, what is it? I read a statistic, and I think it was well over 80% of NFL games are decided by a score or less.
right.
And then if you need any more proof that's not a sign of a weak team, look at the Patriots. I mean, most of their games they win are within a score or two.
I would say more so this year than in recent years.
Bro, go back and look. If you look through the Brady Belichick era, a lot of them are a score or less. Look at the year that the Seahawks won the Super Bowl. Super dominant defense. Nobody's denying that. But they beat teams that they should have blown out of the water by a field goal, by a touchdown. Doesn't make you a bad team.
Does that make you think that defensive turnover ratio makes that much of a difference? Because when the Seahawks were in the Super Bowl that year and that they won,
yeah,
their turnover ratio was exponentially high. So you think that turnover ratio makes that much of a difference? What do you think leads to a team being consistently the team that wins that 80% of time that they win, such as the Patriots?
I think what that comes down to is just consistency.
Okay.
I mean, you're a professional athlete playing against another professional team.
Right.
So, I mean, next week, the Cardinals could play the Patriots.
Well, the Cardinals are consistently bad where the Patriots are consistently good.
Right. But
I don't see the Cardinals losing to the Patriots by a touchdown or a field goal.
But they could.
They could. Yeah,
I mean,
potentially.
Look at the Patriots. I brought this up before. The Yankees and the Red Sox, they always have a hard time traveling down to Miami. So do the Patriots. When they played Miami, they beat them this year, but before that, they had lost. I think they had lost 6 of the last 8 in Miami.
Maybe.
Against garbage Miami teams.
That's fair.
So, I mean, that kind of lends us to what we were talking earlier about, the 49ers and Rams always play the Seahawks tough. And
right.
So
yeah, for sure.
I mean, and in years past, I mean, those have been, Miami teams that had no business beating
New England teams.
Those Patriot teams.
Right, for sure.
So
I feel it.
I mean,
so your AFC Championship prediction is the Ravens and the Bills?
That was a very long-winded way of saying anybody can win. And
yeah,
yes,
absolutely. I agree with that.
I'm taking the Bills and the Ravens in my AFC Championship.
Okay. I'm going to sit on the Ravens and the Chiefs. That's what I'm going to look at right now. The Ravens and the Chiefs. Though I really honestly think any of these teams in the AFC, other than the Steelers, are going to make it to the AFC or have an opportunity to make it to the AFC Championship.
I agree.
Even with that Texans Saints game, that was when they were just like back and forth. That's probably honestly my favorite game of the entire year that I watched. I think that the Texans definitely have an opportunity to do something like that and make a run for the AFC Championship, if not a Super Bowl. So I just don't see the Steelers. The Steelers are on mostly third string, second string people. They have like 60% of their or 40% of their cap of guys who are not playing right now. Go check out that stat on GCSN. 40% or 41 of their players that are on their salary cap right now can't even play. So I just, gosh, they're limping in just as bad as the Cowboys are. What are you looking at on the NFC Championship? I really, honestly like the Saints and the Seahawks. I'm a Seahawks fan. If the Seahawks have to play the 49ers to get to the NFC Championship, I don't see that happening. But I think they're going to be a low enough seed or a high enough seed that they could go through Lambeau or New Orleans to make it to the NFC Championship. And we could be looking at a 49ers Seahawks. So I'm going to say the Saints and the Seahawks will be playing in the NFC Championship. I don't want to start getting down to the seedings, but I say the Saints and the Seahawks. Seahawks have been great on the road this year.
Dang, I would love to see the Saints not Saints, the Seahawks Packers.
A Seahawks Packers, a Seahawks 49ers, or a Seahawks Saints NFC Championship would be great. I would love seeing all three of them.
I would prefer Seahawks Packers just because I think the Seahawks could easily beat the Packers.
Yeah, for sure. Are you asking me if you're asking me if I think the Seahawks will be going to the championship? I would say no. The Super Bowl.
Oh, the Super Bowl?
The Super Bowl. I don't see the Seahawks making the Super Bowl this year, but
no.
They play the Saints, they play the 49ers, they lose. But if they play the Packers,
they're winning.
They're winning. And they're going to a Super Bowl. But I don't see the Packers and the Seahawks in the NFC Championship.
That's where I was going with that. Is like I'd like to see.
I don't think that seeding is going to work like that. I don't think the seeding's going to – the Seahawks, I don't think, can get a high enough seed at this point. It's possible still, or the Packers drop down and be on the other side of the bracket. That's what I see more likely.
I mean, unless the Seahawks beat the 49ers again.
Saints and 49ers is very possible as well, Dennis.
That's honestly the
more likely.
Realistically, that's more the way I would lean to.
Saints and 49ers.
Saints 49ers.
I think people are sleeping on Seattle just because they lost to the Rams last week and the way they lost to a backup Teddy Bridgewater who went undefeated while he was playing. And then they lost to who was the other team they lost to?
The Ravens.
The Ravens, that's right. Who have probably, if not the best quarterback in the league right now.
So the Seahawks make it all the way to the Super Bowl and lose to the Ravens?
God, I would hate to see that, but I really don't think that's going to happen. I don't see the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. And if they don't make it to the NFC Championship,
they're going to lose that happening.
They're winning. The Seahawks will win the first game they play. They will win their first game they play. I don't care who they're playing.
Well, because it's either going to be probably either the Cowboys or the Packers.
They could drop down to the sixth. They could drop down to the 6th seed, my dude. It's still possible. And then they end up playing the 49ers, or not the 49ers, the Saints in the first round. If it was to stop right now, yeah. The Packers are in the 2nd seed. These are what you're looking at in the buys. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I know.
We're all speculating on what could easily change in 3 weeks.
I was just going to say, I was assuming that
it doesn't really matter.
The
it's fun to
Packers
talk
were
about.
Not going to keep their seed.
I don't think so either. I don't think the Packers will keep their seeding, but if it happens, congratulations. So let's go ahead and get into the picks, and then we'll call it. I do want to, yeah, we're still doing the flipping of the coin. I didn't flip the coin the last 2 weeks, but we could easily still flip the coin between the two games of the 2 weeks, or the games of the weeks that we picked, and come up with the same percentage.
Yeah.
I don't see why anything's wrong with that. And if they pick the winning team, they get a point. If they don't, they don't. Sorry, guys. I just, like I said at the beginning of the season, or at the beginning of the show, that I just had a lot of stuff going on, so I wasn't able to keep up with it. But Thursday night, God, why is this a game on Thursday night? The Ravens will be playing the Jets, and the Ravens will stomp the Jets.
Man, I don't know, though.
No,
that
stop.
7th-ranked defense.
No, stop. No.
Give me them Ravens.
Okay.
I mean, goddamn, the Jets are damn near last in everything.
Jets are awful.
Except for defense.
I think they're the worst. There are teams with less wins in the league, but I think just all around the Jets have.
Except for that defense, though.
No.
7th
No,
ranked.
stop it.
Defense wins championships.
No, stop.
Jets are going to the Super Bowl.
No, stop. Baltimore. Give me the coin pick. Aha! Coin picks home team, Baltimore. All right. Move right along.
What?
Home team. Ravens. The Ravens are the home team.
I thought home team was on the left.
Okay. No, it's Jets at Ravens. Patriots at.
Okay.
Okay. So the Patriots just recently got caught for cheating, videotaping the Cincinnati Bengals once again. The 1-12 Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, then they should be able to beat them this time because
They have to. They know the tricks. Give me New England.
Yeah.
I just wanted to point that out. I thought it was funny. Why would you?
Home team.
Why? Okay. Why would you have to do that?
Well,
I don't understand.
Because it was part of a web series that Bill Belichick had no idea was going on.
Yeah.
Or what they were filming, or
whatever
he said.
Whatever, dude.
It's like, damn, dude, really? That sounds. You're like, what's that? It's a bird.
It's ridiculous, man. This is insanity. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but why would you have to be videotaping anything between the Bengals and the Patriots?
I have no idea.
I'm just saying. Who cares? Wow. Tampa Bay will be visiting Detroit, and I've been, really hoping that Detroit, gets that win. I've been voting for them all season, and they've been busting my chops, and I won't do it this time. Give me Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston has been actually kind of impressing me a little more and more this season. So
I was thinking the same thing, actually.
Okay.
Because you caught me off guard with that one, because I thought you were going to be like, this is the week. The Lions are going to turn it around. They're going to just stop a mud hole in that
I give up on Detroit. They're dead to me this season.
Okay, well, all right. Because I was also going to pick Tampa Bay, just be like, hey.
So you are picking Tampa Bay?
No, I am picking Tampa Bay.
Okay. We got visiting team, Tampa Bay. Clean sweep.
Damn.
All right. Let's move right along. Let's check the comments real quick. Ravens are playing the best football right now. I totally agree with that, Dennis. I had to. Dude, why would you record the Bengals for any reason at all? Like, why? Like, not even people who want to watch Hard Knocks want to watch what's going on with the Bengals right now, okay? Nothing at all in Cincinnati, not even the Cleveland Cavaliers. Nothing should be recorded. Games for Cincinnati Bengals games in Cincinnati should be blacked out the rest of the season. And the Cavaliers should be blacked out because of what the Bengals are doing. It's that bad. Don't record stuff in Cleveland. Don't record stuff in Cincinnati. Not even the state of Ohio. Stop recording. No more.
Oh, okay.
No, nothing. Don't record in Ohio ever. It's all bad.
You made it all clear with the Ohio thing. I was like, the Cavaliers don't play in Cincinnati.
Everything. Just nothing. Nothing in Ohio is good to be recording right now. Stop it. Don't do it. It's bad for you.
That's bad for you. Boo.
8-5 Texans visiting the 8-5 hot rolling Tennessee Titans. Give me the Texans, man. I gotta go with.
Really?
Yeah,
You're
sorry.
gonna steal all of my thunder.
Nope. Give me the Texans. There's always weeks where we feel like Tennessee should win or they shouldn't. And they always bounce back and forth, but not this week. This week belongs to the Texans.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Look at that. That's okay, man. That's okay.
I know, but that doesn't sell podcasts. We're gonna have controversy. We need another guy. We need a Booger Farland. That's like, nope, you're crazy.
The Titans are the best team in the league.
They're going to the Super Bowl this year.
Oh, stop.
He's never said any of that, but
We got
road team.
the Titans. Or the Texans, excuse me.
Goddamn.
Clean sweep again.
Even a 50-50 shot agrees with us.
All right, so the Broncos
Man,
are going to Kansas City.
Give it in Broncos.
Really?
Psych. No.
Okay, all right.
Mm-mm.
I'm picking Kansas City. You can have Kansas City, and the coin can have
The coin can have road team.
Broncos.
Nice. Finally, some discrepancies.
Yeah, the coin said that New England was going to lose to the Bengals, which would be really sweet, but I mean, sheesh.
I wouldn't hate that.
All right, two awful teams. You got the 2-11
Give me them
Giants
Dolphins.
and the 3-10 Dolphins.
Give me them Dolphins.
You taking Miami?
Yup.
I'm taking New York. Taking New York. I hope they keep Eli Manning playing the rest of the season and let him finish out and be done. Got the home team. I just want to say that. Let the guy finish his career. Come on, guys. Let's give that guy that respect.
I actually agree with that. I mean,
He was an Iron Man for you guys. Come on, man.
yeah, let him go out with some dignity. I don't.
It's okay. It's all right.
But I mean, it's not Eli Manning's fault or choice to go out with such a friggin' whimper.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, obviously he'd be like, I'm gonna win a Super Bowl and be done.
You're right. It's not his fault. I don't think it's his fault.
No, not even close.
Because Jones hasn't been doing anything for them lately anyways. So, whatever, man. All right, let Eli finish. You heard it here.
I agree.
Let Eli finish. I'm taking Philadelphia in the next matchup against the Washington Redskins. I don't like anything what's going on in Washington since like week 3. So bad.
It is bad. Like, Jesus.
It's just nothing.
Bruh.
Nothing good about.
18th in defense.
No,
though.
stop it. Stop it. Stop
And
it.
28th in
Stop.
rushing.
Nope, stop.
No. That means give me them Eagles.
Philadelphia. All right. Let's see what the coin takes.
Coin take. Home team.
Washington. Okay. You can have Washington coin.
Yeah, go
Let's
ahead.
check the
Laugh.
comments
No,
real
I
quick.
want to take Washington because you just jinxed us.
Detroit. Maybe Bill looking at buying confetti. Yeah, I like that. Titans in Kansas City, New York. He's taking New York too. I like it. All right, so we're now moving to the Seattle Seahawks visiting the Carolina Panthers, who just recently fired their head coach, which was another thing we missed while we were gone. Ron Rivera has been relieved of his head coaching duties.
Relieve the command.
That guy has been, coach of the year, took you guys to a Super Bowl. I mean, you couldn't let him finish the season because the GM wants to put a stamp on his name. Like, come on, man. Finish the season. Now you guys are just swimming. You don't have Cam Newton anymore. What is going on? Why would you do that? And the Seahawks are going to bounce back easily on this game. Seahawks, come on, man. They just lost their number 2 punch in Seattle with Rashad Penny on an ACL tear, and they took out and had 3 running backs come in and try workouts. So I don't know what's going to happen in the running back position, but if Chris Carson can hold on to the ball, we don't need a 1-2 punch. So I believe in Chris Carson unless he's dropping the ball. And the Seahawks' offensive pass rate has been relatively good except for when David Moore's been in. So give me the Seahawks over the Carolina Panthers. And I actually think this is going to be one of the Seahawks games where they win by a pretty significant margin.
I don't.
Okay.
I feel like this is one of those games where they should blow the Panthers out of the water, but they'll win by a touchdown. Yep.
All right. Give me the coin. Home team, Carolina. Hey, that's cool. Carolina can cover Seattle all they want, but they ain't going to win. You got an NFC North champion or NFC North matchup between the 7-6 Bears versus the 10-3 Packers, and it's in Lambeau. Give me the Pack. Whoa, okay, you're taking the Bears?
Yep.
All right. Chi-Town, give me the Packers. Home team, Packers. All right. Let's move right along. 9-4 Vikings versus the 5-8 Chargers. And boy, even when the Seahawks were playing the Vikings, I was pretty impressed with what they've been doing. Man, Kirk Cousins has really kind of stepped up since like week 3 or 4 in his passing game.
What time is this game?
This game's at 4:05.
Oh, okay. He should do fine then.
Wow. Wow. Is that shot to his prime time?
Yeah, bro.
Wow. Wow.
I kind
If
of.
this was on a Monday night, if this was a Monday night game, you would take the Chargers?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. No way, bro. Oh, okay. All right.
I'm honestly thinking about taking the Chargers now.
Okay. Then do it. Do it. Take the Chargers.
No, I'm actually not going to, because I mean he did throw for what, 200 and some goddamn yards against the Seahawks. What?
She thought you could use a sandwich, is what she's saying. Just sit down. It's okay. It's okay. If he'll eat. He'll eat. I'll make him eat. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay.
You made it a big thing. I wasn't supposed to.
Shut out,
Yeah.
Chelsea. Way to go.
I'm gonna
You're
stop in
awesome.
the middle of a podcast.
Eat a sandwich.
Yeah, hold on, guys. Time out. But,
It's okay. It's okay.
I gotta use
It's
some
okay.
real quick.
It's okay. Who are you picking? You picking Minnesota? Give me a coin flip.
Coin flip.
Visiting
Road
team, Minnesota. All right. Then we
Hey.
got Jacksonville, 4-9.
What did I pick?
You picked Minnesota.
All right, good. Well,
Maybe you
I-
could use
I-
the sandwich.
I know I was just giving Kirk Cousins so much shit. I was like, did I finish my thought?
We got it.
Cool, man.
Okay, Jacksonville Jaguars will be visiting the Oakland Raiders. And man, I was thinking Oakland wasn't even going to get 4 wins this year. And I'm
You did
really
say
eating.
that.
I got a bowl of my own words, and I'm eating it. They're sitting at 6-7, and in the hunt for a playoff spot because the AFC sucks so bad that the Raiders could limp in. And I think this is going to be a game that'll get them to 500. Give me Oakland. Got it.
Think so?
Yeah.
I do too.
Jacksonville's not the team they used to be, man.
They're not, but I mean,
Vikings,
seeing glimmers of hope from the Jacksonville defense occasionally, and you're like, if it was Gardner Minshew, maybe, but
Right.
I think the Raiders are a more established team.
Easily.
Yeah, and I think that having
I think it doesn't really have so much to do about their consistency so much as they have so much more young talent and guys that are a little bit more disciplined than what I'm seeing from Jacksonville. And that's just my opinion on it.
and
I don't think Jacksonville's a very disciplined football team.
I think the big thing that for me is helping me pick the Raiders over Jacksonville is that the Raiders have okay, he may not be the best, but they have an established quarterback.
Right.
And so all of the receivers, running backs, like they're gonna know, like, all right, he likes to throw a little bit high, he likes to throw a little bit low, whatever. Like he knows how, or they know how Derek Carr throws the ball.
Right.
Whereas in Jacksonville, you're gonna see a little bit more of that, like just slightly out of place.
I like that. That's a good point to make up.
And I think that, in my mind, because excluding that, I think I would probably honestly lead Jacksonville.
All right, Dennis is taking Jacksonville, so it's,
But
hey, I like your point there.
but because of that, I'm going Raiders.
Give me the coin.
Coin goes home team.
Oakland. All right, so Cleveland Browns are playing the Arizona Cardinals.
Good at Browns.
Why?
Browntown.
That's it?
I mean, I've been picking the Browns. I feel
Okay.
obligated to
That's
pick the
okay. All
Browns.
right, that's okay.
I think probably next year it's a different story. I think Cardinals are a better team, but
I don't think the Cardinals have been really doing anything since they won their third game.
that's kind of what I've been seeing, and the Browns have kind of been trying.
When was the last time the Cardinals won? That's what I'm curious about.
I think it was like week
Week 4 or week 5. I'm not positive on it. I'm not set on. It's not Kyler Murray's fault.
No,
I think Kyler Murray is honestly a very underrated quarterback for what I'm seeing people are talking about. He's given, and when I say this, I'm not saying Larry Fitzgerald is a terrible wide receiver, but other than Fitzgerald
What? Yeah.
and the running backs getting hurt all the time.
Yeah. How can you say that Larry Fitzpatrick is a bad
Larry
wide
Fitzgerald,
receiver?
yeah, for sure.
Sorry.
And to put that aside, their defense is so bad. What are they ranked on this right now? I can't.
I
The
think
computer
they're.
just froze up. Hopefully, we're still recording, but
I think they're 31st or 32nd. I mean, they're damn near at the bottom.
I couldn't
mean,
tell.
I
Maybe
think-
they're so bad that they're ranked 37th.
I think the Bengals are 32nd, so they must be 31st.
Okay,
I
but there's no way that the Cardinals could be ranked 37th. Maybe there's some college football teams.
They probably should be.
Oh man, I'm having some computer issues here, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. We're good. I'm looking at the schedule. Let's go back to week 4 here real quick. Let's look at it. The Cardinals lost to the Seahawks in week 4. Let's go to week 3. Week 3, the Cardinals lost to the Panthers, and that put them at 0-2-1. So let's go to week 6. The Cardinals beat the Falcons, and that put them at 2-3-1. So they had won that week prior as well. And then let's go week 7. I'm sorry, I'm very curious about this. I want to know. Then they beat the Giants. They have not won since week 7. And is week 15. Is this the week for redemption against
the Browns?
Cleveland Browns?
No.
No, you don't think so? Yeah, I'm taking Cleveland also. I just wanted to look at it. But the Cardinals aren't a terrible football team in the sense of they have a bad quarterback. They're a terrible football team because the assets around the quarterback, such as the offensive line, and gosh, even the defense is so bad, man. The defense, according to NFL.com, is ranked 32nd. They are last. Their defense is so bad. Their rushing is 15th. They've had guys in and out of the backfield the whole season. The passing is 24th, and I don't even think that's Kyler Murray's fault. I think it has to do with guys dropping passes. Yeah, dropping passes. So
I mean,
I think Cleveland is a little bit more of a stacked team in terms of talent, but give the Cardinals another 2 years and this matchup happens again, bye. Give me the Cardinals.
Maybe.
I don't think Cleveland's that good.
Man,
I don't think Cleveland's that good. Give me a coin flip real quick and we can talk more about it. Visiting Cleveland. Clean sweep. Okay.
here's the thing that I have is everyone is jumping on Baker Mayfield for throwing, 17 touchdowns and 18 interceptions or whatever. He's thrown more one more interception than he has touchdowns. Go back and look at
God, if you say Brett Favre, I swear, bro.
no, not Brett
Okay.
Favre. Terry Bradshaw.
No, don't do that, dude. Are you gonna tell me that you think Baker Mayfield is on the level of the quarterbacks?
I am not gonna sit here and tell you that I believe that Baker Mayfield is on the same level as Terry Bradshaw. But go back and look at Terry Bradshaw's first 2 years in Pittsburgh before they won a Super Bowl. He threw way more interceptions than he did touchdowns.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is that having a bad second year, first year, he didn't even have a bad first year. It just seemed artificially good because the Browns hadn't won a game the season prior.
I don't care about their record. They did bad last year,
They
and
did
it had
bad
nothing
last
to
year.
do with. Okay, so now they're bumped up to 6-7 instead of 1 or 2 games that they won last year because they put weapons around this guy. There's still work to be done on this team. They're not Super Bowl caliber.
I'm not saying they're going to the Super Bowl next year.
I'm not saying that you're saying that.
I'm just saying.
I just don't like that you're comparing Terry Bradshaw to Baker Mayfield. But I understand your thought process here.
But they didn't. But go back and watch some of those games. They didn't win all of those Super Bowls because Terry Bradshaw was such an amazing quarterback.
Right.
They won it because their defense was a goddamn iron curtain.
Yes.
And they made up for a
It's a steel curtain, but
whatever, steel, iron, hard as fuck. Doesn't matter. Concrete.
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
They made up for a good but very fallible quarterback.
Dennis taking Arizona. I like that. All right, let's finish through these picks real quick. I agree with you. I like your thought process there. That's not too bad.
And I'm throwing that out there for all of those newer quarterbacks. The
Mitch Trubisky.
The Mitch Trubiskys, the haters out there for
Kyler Murray.
Yeah, Kyler Murray.
Yeah,
all of them. That you don't just because they don't just step out and are a Lamar Jackson or a oh my God.
There's development that needs to be happened.
Yeah.
I feel it.
I totally Patrick Mahomes, Jesus Christ. Just because in their first 2 years they're not those guys doesn't mean those guys are not going to be the next Russell Wilson, the next Tom Brady was drafted in the 8th round?
I hear you. Talk to the people. Let them know what you're thinking on the Los Angeles Rams and Dallas Cowboys match. Tell me what you're thinking. I got to go to the bathroom. Don't make your pick until I come back, but talk about it.
All right. Wow. This one seems like a real quagmire to me because either one of them has a pretty good chance of winning. I think, though, that the Rams are, if they can run another fast-paced game against the Cowboys like they did against the Seahawks, that the Rams are going to walk away with this one. They make that pick. The Cowboys. Sorry, I really haven't been watching that much football, so I really don't have that much information. I've been real busy. And it's the Cowboys, so damn, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about that one.
You don't know what to think about this one?
Well, I was just saying, if the Rams can have that fast-paced defense like they did against the Seahawks, I'm giving it to the Rams. I really haven't watched any other football since we've been off, other than the Seahawks, so I don't know anything that's going on with the Cowboys.
I like what's been going on in Los Angeles, and I don't like what's been going on in Dallas. Dallas has kind of been like teeter-tottering between like having really good games and having really awful games. They're not playing as well at home as they have been in seasons prior. The Rams, you know, I think they're on a 2 or 3 game win streak right now. Gosh, I'm taking the Rams in this one.
I'm taking the Rams too,
Okay.
just based on what I saw from that Seahawks game and literally the nothing that I've seen from the Cowboys
Okay.
because I haven't been watching them or their games. And I was really impressed with that hurry-up offense that the Rams had. And I think that if they keep that up and
They could close out and make
and
the
a
playoffs.
decent defense,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they just made the defense that
I think the Seahawks
the
just didn't
Seahawks
really
chose.
show up. I don't think the Seahawks showed up to play that game. I think they were just kind of like, Rams aren't who they were last year. And
I think they thought they were gonna coast to that game.
yeah,
And they didn't.
no.
But
No, they did not. But let's
I'm-
get a coin pick real
I'm
quick.
still going with the Rams on that one.
Yeah, so am I. I'm not impressed with what's going on in Dallas. And I'm not impressed with what's going on in Los Angeles for the Rams. But
Nope.
I'm more impressed with the Rams than Dallas right now.
Totally agree.
Home team. Give me Cowboys, I guess. Dallas.
For the coin.
All right. Atlanta, San Francisco, in San Francisco. I don't know what the hell is going on in San Francisco or in Atlanta, but I don't like it. Let's fix it. Move on next season. San Francisco wins this one.
No, give me Atlanta.
You taking Atlanta?
Yep.
No way, bro. Are you serious?
Yep.
Okay. Why? Give me some kind of explanation behind this.
Because the 49ers have struggled against teams. I think this is going to be a trap game for the 49ers.
I don't think there's a such thing as a trap game for the 49ers this year.
There it is.
And this is it?
I think this is it.
Okay. You want to look at the numbers here real quick and
Yeah.
explain yourself?
No, not really.
Okay.
It's just a gut feeling.
Okay. Hey, I respect it. And when that actually happens, if it does, I'll text you and say, boy golly, at Dern, send me Sally. Let's friggin' do this thing. Let's go Seahawks. But I don't see that happening. And boy, I hope you're right.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not doing that just because I'm such a Seahawks fan that I'm like, don't want to pick anything with the 49ers. I don't know. I got one of those weird feelings.
Okay.
I think the Falcons got it.
Okay. All right. Give me the coin. Let's see what happens. Coin says home team. Coin says 49ers. All right.
Give me them Bills.
All right. Bills over the Patriots.
Steelers.
Or, oh, excuse me, Steelers. Sorry. All right. Cool. I agree with you on that one. This is a potential playoff game that could happen later. And I think the Buffalo Bills are a better team all around anyway. Their defense is pretty stacked. Steelers' defense isn't terrible this year either. The Steelers' passing is just awful. If James Conner comes back this week, gosh, man. Yeah, I'm going to take Buffalo.
Is that gonna make James Conner coming back gonna make up for 31st in passing?
It might. Honestly, it could. Just on a play action, dude. We preach about play action on the Seahawks all day.
That's true, and you don't have to go far to make up from 31st to 27th. So
that's what I'm saying.
That's a good point.
You're taking Buffalo? I'm actually going to take the Steelers in this one, just on a fluke.
All right.
I want to pick Buffalo, but I like to pick every once in a while one that I don't agree with. I think Buffalo's going to win, but I'm going to pick the Steelers just because I think this is one that the Steelers could win, but they're not expected to. So give me that one. Let's flip the coin.
No.
Home team, Steelers, Pittsburgh. You have a potential to move up in the standings here on that one. Like that. All right, last game of the week. Saints at home, hosting the Indianapolis Colts. Colts? I'm taking New Orleans. I think the New Orleans Saints will probably win out the rest of the year. Indy, let's find out what the coin says. And we got visiting team, Indy. All right, guys. I'm going to start doing my shows more frequently. I've been talking about this for a little while. I'm sorry. I haven't been. I've been having a rough few weeks with some family stuff going on, and I apologize for that. But I got a lot of insight going on with the XFL. I'm going to a few open practices and closed media practices, and I'll be doing that. So I'll be talking a little bit about some Seattle Dragons here soon, some more. And GCSN has some access to what's called iRacing. iRacing is basically like, I don't want to speak about it, not really know what I'm talking about, but basically like virtual racing, but they do it professionally, and actual NASCAR racers use it to practice racing tracks and stuff like that. And I'm going to start covering some of that for them on GCSN. And I'm actually pretty excited about it. I'm not too knowledgeable about racing in general, but I'm excited about it because I get to learn a little bit more about a racing sport, and it's video games, which I really like video games. I'm not going to sit here and say that it is a video game, but it's a virtual racing thing. So I'm going to label it as a video game type of a thing right now. But I'm really excited about it, and one of the cars are going to have GCSN slapped on to the car. So we'll be checking that out, and we'll be talking about it. And I'm going to start covering some iRacing, some XFL, and basketball's hot and heavy, and NHL's hot and heavy. So I'm going to start doing multiple shows during the week. And Eric's going to be doing his outdoors podcast starting in January.
Yep.
So
first week of January.
In January, he'll be moving to occasionally work with us on Talk Interference Sports still, but doing a outdoors podcast. So go and check that out. And
we don't have a Facebook or anything yet, but it's going to be called Outdoor Limits.
Outdoor Limits.
Or I'm sorry, Northwest Limits.
Northwest Limits, okay? And you guys should, I'm going to be a part of it as well, and I'm going to be plugging it here still. But Eric's going to be more occupied with the hunting and fishing and outdoor stuff. And we're going to miss him on a regular basis over here on Talking Interference Sports. He'll still be around, but not as frequently and not as much as I will be. So, it's not goodbye, but it's been a good run. We've been having a good time.
Well, we're not over yet.
We're not done, but I'm just saying, it's a good time. I enjoy it, and I hope you're on as frequently as you can be.
Oh, I will be.
So, XFL, iRacing, NHL, NBA. We got 4 things going on. The NFL season's just about over, guys, and we got a lot still to look forward to, and an outdoors podcast. So, guys, January's coming up.
New year, new cool things.
Let's rock it out, guys. Talk to you guys later. I'm Nick.
I'm Eric.
And we're Talking Interference Sports. Go check out GCSN. If you're not watching us on GCSN, and if you are watching us on GCSN, check out Talk Interference Sports. Also, Tabby's Coffee in Everett, in the Everett Library. And go to SeatGeek.com. Use promo code GCSN. Get $20 off your purchase. Boom. All right, see you guys later.